Chapter 8, Getting Started. Full title in the book, Getting Started, sometimes subtitled Overcoming Obstacles. Core message of the chapter. Even if you understand the principles in the first 7 chapters, assets versus liabilities, minding your own business, taxes, the rich inventing money, working to learn, etc., most people still never become rich. Why? Because there are powerful internal and external obstacles that stop them. Chapter 8 is Robert Kiyosaki's direct answer to the question everyone asks after reading the book. Okay, I get it, but how do I actually start? Kiyosaki says there is no single magic formula, but there are repeatable steps and mindset shifts that financially successful people use. The chapter is divided into 3 major sections. 1. The 5 big obstacles, the mental and emotional reasons people fail. 2. The 10 practical steps to awaken your financial genius. 3. Final motivation. Just take action, even small action beats big intention. We'll go through all of them in extreme detail. Part 1. The 5 major obstacles. Obstacle 1. Fear. Kiyosaki says the one reason people don't get rich is the fear of losing money. Poor dad's mindset. I can't afford to lose money. It's too risky. Rich dad's mindset. If you hate losing, you will never win big. The fear of losing money is what makes you lose money. Real-life example Kiyosaki gives. In 1970s Hawaii, real estate was crashing. Everyone was terrified. Rich dad told Robert to go out and buy as much property as possible. Robert was terrified, but he did it anyway. Within a few years, those risky properties 5-10 times in value. Key quote. Winning usually follows losing. The reason so many people lose is because they are terrified of losing, so they never play to win. How to overcome fear. Expect to make mistakes and lose money. That's tuition. Start small. A $5,000 deal instead of $500,000. Study before you leap. Education reduces real risk. Reframe. I'm not losing money, I'm buying experience. Obstacle 2, cynicism. The voice in your head, and from friends, family, that says, it won't work. The market is too high. I can't afford it. All rich people are crooks. Kiyosaki calls this the unpaid bill in your head. Cynicism is expensive because it stops you before you even try. His famous reframe question. Stop saying, I can't afford it. Start asking, how can I afford it? This single question forces your brain to go from closed to creative mode. Real example from the book. When Robert saw a $75,000 house for sale and said, I can't afford it, rich dad made him spend months figuring out how he could afford it. Creative financing, partners, seller carryback, etc. Eventually, he bought it with almost no money down. Obstacle 3, laziness. Kiyosaki's controversial statement. Busy people are often the laziest asterisk. They use, I'm too busy, as an excuse not to learn or act. True laziness is avoiding what you know you should do because it's uncomfortable. Counterintuitive cure, a touch of greed. Ask yourself, what's in it for me? Use healthy self-interest to get off the couch. Example. Robert was lazy about real estate until he imagined driving a Porsche paid for by rental income. Suddenly, he was too busy anymore. Obstacle 4, bad habits. Poor dad paid everyone else first, government, bank, landlord, then hoped money was left for him. Rich dad paid himself first, put money into investments before paying bills. This forces you to get creative with the remaining money. If you pay yourself last, you'll always be broke. Historical example, Kiyosaki loves. In ancient Babylon, from the richest man in Babylon asterisk, people were required to pay themselves 10% first. That habit built the wealthiest city in the world. Practical tip. Set up a separate, pay yourself first account. Automate transfers the day you get paid before you see the money. Obstacle 5, arrogance. Kiyosaki. Arrogance is ego plus ignorance. Many educated people, doctors, lawyers, MBAs, are arrogant about money because they have a high-paying job. They think they already know everything, so they stop learning, then get crushed by taxes and debt. Cure: admit what you don't know. I don't know, and I'm willing to learn. Quote, every time I say, I already know that, I become a little poorer. Part 2. The 10 Practical Steps to Awaken Your Financial Genius. This is the famous list that people tattoo on their arms, or at least print out and stick on their fridge. 1. Find a reason greater than reality, a powerful why. Desire for freedom, security, charity, legacy, etc. The stronger the WHY, the easier the HOW. Example: I want to retire my wife in 5 years. I want to be rich. 2. Choose daily. Invest in your education every single day. Read 30-60 minutes about money investing business. Listen to podcasts, audiobooks in the car. The more you learn, the more you earn. Warren Buffett, quoted often by Kiyosaki. 3. Pay yourself first. Already covered. Discipline over willpower. 4. Pay your brokers, advisors well. Good advice is expensive, but bad advice is catastrophic. If your advisor can't make you rich, fire them. 5. Be an Indian giver. Get your money back fast, ROI focus. When you invest, always ask, how fast do I get my money back? Then let the asset keep producing cash flow forever. Example: buy a rental that pays itself off in 5-7 years through rent. 6. Assets buy luxuries. Poor people buy luxuries with income and go into debt. Rich people buy assets first, then let the asset buy the luxury. Example: Robert's first Porsche was bought with cash flow from apartment buildings, 0 personal income used. 7. Choose heroes wisely. Study Warren Buffett, Ray Kroc, Oprah, Steve Jobs, people who started with little and built empires. Their stories inspire action. 8. Teach and you shall receive. When you teach financial literacy, even to your kids or friends, you learn 10 times faster. Kiyosaki says writing *Rich Dad Poor Dad was the best financial education he ever got. 9. Give first, the power of tithing. Kiyosaki and his wife tithe 10% to charity church. He claims money comes back tenfold. He calls it spiritual plus practical. Even if you're broke, start giving small amounts. It shifts mindset from scarcity to abundance. 10. Stop doing what doesn't work and look for new ways. If something isn't working after 6-12 months, a stock pick, a side hustle, stop and pivot. Insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. Part 3. How to take action even when you feel stuck. Kiyosaki ends the chapter with a long list of **specific actions he and his wife Kim took in the 1980s when they were broke and homeless. Yes. They lived in a car for a few weeks. Attended every real estate seminar they could find. Even if they couldn't afford it, they'd negotiate to work the event for free entry. Made 100+ offers on properties, most rejected, but they learned. Took courses on taxes, LLCs, negotiated.